Everybody, how's it going? We are really excited to hang out with you with some friends of ours here. And I have seen you guys in the chat. You guys have been guessing, trying to figure out who it is. And we gave you guys a hint, those of you who watched like our little video we published and tweets and Snapchats or whatever the case may be. I let you guys guess some of those. And you guys have been making a lot of good guesses. And we're excited to reveal who it is in just a second. But first of all, those of you who are in the chat, why don't you guys go ahead and guess? And the hint was that I gave is it's a family that had a baby around the same time that we had the twins. And they also have some older kids as well. And so I've seen a lot of guesses for Sam and Nia. J-Man guessed Sam and Nia. Gina HT guessed Colin and Katie. Julie Shepard.
No, you just gave another hint that they do have older kids as well. So
Modern Mom for Life.
Start thinking of others.
Yeah. So, Heidi says I figured
it out.
Okay, cool. Is it Cullen and Katie, Jada? I don't know. Well, I do know. That'd be a lie. So they're going to be here. They're here, and we'll show them to you in just a second. But while you guys are guessing, we'll see a few more guesses come in. For those of you who want to get a text message notification when we go live every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. A lot of you guys know that Dan and I do this, sometimes just us, but we like to have other friends join us whenever it works out, and tonight is one of those nights. Next week is 8 passengers will be joining us, so Kevin and Ruby will be here next week. Now I can't give it. Oh, well. Now you know. So if you're here, you get bonus points for next week.
Has everyone seen this face? Like, I can't get over this. Like, this is my first time to stand here with you, and you're like clean shaven. Like, it's still a little weird.
My face is a lot cooler now, and a lot more sensitive for sure.
All right, let's.
April
let's
and Davey,
do
Matt and M. No, good guesses. So if you want to get J House Vlogs, no, good guess though. So if you want to get a text message whenever you go live, you can text the word schmovies to 43506. That works best for those of you who are in the U.S. But text the word schmovies to 43506, and we'll send you a text message notification when we go live in case you forget and just need a good reminder.
Someone guess Fight for Together.
Fight for Together. Ben, that's a good guess.
Let's do a surprise reveal.
You guys ready for this? Here we go. It is... Who is that? It's KittiesMama. So I think there's one person who said KittiesMama, but hi, Jen and Shane. How are you guys?
We're great. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're doing well. We went a long road trip today. I had to pick up a new camera off of a guy on Craigslist, so
we made a day trip of it.
Yeah, went apple picking, made a good vlog, that kind of thing. But we just got the kids in bed, and now it's fun to hang out with you guys.
And they're surprisingly quiet. I think we may have exhausted them.
Good, yeah. Usually they're popping in and out when we're trying to stream.
We should wake them up.
Yeah. So for the people who might not know who your channel is, tell us real quickly, how did you guys get started on YouTube and what's your channel all about?
Right, so our channel is KittiesMama. We've got 3 older kids, 16, 14, and 13. Then we have a brand new baby, Micah. We do family vlogs every Friday. We do challenges every Saturday. We do toy videos every Wednesday, and sometimes in there might be like a cosplay tutorial. We're kind of like a variety
You never
show.
know.
Yeah. If we want to do a skit, we do a skit. We're just a family channel, so we just do a lot of fun family stuff.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this for 6 years, and it started out just us playing with our kids basically, and people started watching and liking our videos, and we just did more, and it's just snowballed into what it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun to follow you guys. For you guys who are watching, you can start posting your questions you have for us in the chat. We'll be getting to those in a second. But I think you guys are some of the first. Are they the first?
I want to say they're the first.
Like, I don't know of anyone that we've known longer from YouTube world longer than you guys, because I don't know how we connected. Was it through the YouTube orbit? Were you doing that with Ergo and with Naltz?
No, we weren't. We were watching it.
Yeah, we were following them.
I remember.
In the comments?
I don't know. It might have been comments. It's been a long time. So, yeah, our very first YouTube collab ever was with them. So, it's been cool.
Exactly.
Easter collab though. We did
the Easter one. Yeah. Cool. So they had a baby. You guys had a baby, Micah, around the same time we had their twins, a few months after our twins. And how has your life changed since adding a baby? And then we'll let Dana answer that question too. But
Easier.
It is completely different. Like it is so much harder. I mean, it's just like it's a whole nother job on top of everything else we're doing.
Yeah, I feel like I don't give the older kids as much attention now.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Well, I mean, we also homeschool like you guys. So homeschool's a full job. YouTube's a full-time job. New baby's a full-time job.
These two full-time jobs. So.
Husbands are usually a full-time job.
Not usually. You're a big help.
Yeah. So like if they are, that'd be backwards. But yeah. Yeah. How's it been different for you?
Oh goodness. Well, we just this last 2 weeks we had a nanny for the whole last year because with having the twins, we were like, we're gonna drown if we don't have any extra help. So that was a huge change for us. But we only hired her for a 1-year contract, and that contract's been up for 2 weeks now. We're starting into our 3rd week without a nanny, and it's surprisingly to me, it's going really, really well. Tim said he wasn't surprised that it would go well. But
She got this.
I'm surprised that I've been like actually holding the house together. So
yeah,
you guys are pros.
We don't have a nanny, but we do have an assistant. So she doesn't nanny the kids, but she takes care of the house.
Nice.
So I would much rather take care of my kids than have somebody else do it.
Yeah.
But I hate housework, so she can just do that.
Yeah, that was a definite, like, we went through, because she's done, in the beginning it was more so taking care of the kids, and then I was on bed rest, so she did everything. She took care of the kids, she cooked, she cleaned, did the laundry, like, she ran the house. And then, like, we were transitioning. I tried to, like, take things back piece by piece as she was getting close to the end of it. But, man, babies are tough. They take up so much time.
Yeah. So, Jenny Lopez, what is the other channel called? It's called KittiesMama. So, I don't have them linked up because it was a surprise. But you type in KittiesMama to YouTube, you'll find it.
Can you go put it there now? Or you do it
I can, but the multitasking would be really crazy right now. Oh, Jen's gonna do it. There she is. Good idea.
Yay.
She just commented in chat. There she is. Says hi. And Heidi is here for While They Were Napping. She's in the chat taking questions that you guys want to ask, and we'll be diving into those in just a second. So thank you, Heidi, for helping us out.
Thank you so much.
From While They Were Napping, you see her chatting in chat. That's her. So she'll be taking questions and giving them to us here, and we'll dive into those in a second. So Jen and Shane, what's been different for you guys this time around with having a baby than it was when you first had your older 3?
We didn't travel as much with the others, so traveling with a baby is a lot of fun.
Well, I think the biggest difference is that we now, like, I'm working because YouTube is like my job now. So it's not like the other 3. I wasn't working. I was a stay-at-home mom. I did some graphic design here and there, but I mean, I seriously could just not do anything for a few months and just focus on the kids. Whereas now I really can't do that. Like, it's a full-time job.
Turns into a job at some point. But having a baby now, there's so much cool stuff. That's my favorite part.
There's so much more tech involved in, like, kids' toys.
We have baby monitors now. You're like, now I can just watch them while they sleep in case watching them while they're awake wasn't enough.
Well, we had this thing that you put on his foot that, like, regulated his oxygen.
It just told you. It sensed it. Basically gave you a report.
Yeah, like, and then if he, like, got low on oxygen, it, like, alerted us.
What do you think?
So did that make you, like, more calm or more paranoid?
More calm, because it was like I wasn't checking on him.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't like, is he breathing? I knew he was breathing.
No, it makes you more paranoid.
No.
You're going to be checking it. You're going to check him in the morning.
I know.
You're like, what, the batteries die on this thing now?
That is true. I think the batteries. Well, it only went off once.
But every time you wake up and you glance over instead of just waking up and listening to your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in our last house. It was so little. We never used a baby monitor because you could just hear if they were crying. And so, but this house that we're in now, like, I told Tim, I was like, I want a video monitor because there's 2 of them. So I want to know, like, which one do I need to go into? But I check it way more than I think I probably should.
We blue stripe on diapers.
Yeah, they didn't have the blue stripe with Noah, Jonah, and Emma. There was no blue stripe.
Oh, those are like lifesavers, especially in those newborn like first days when you're sleep deprived and can't chow.
I think one of the big things that's been different for us is that you guys have probably experienced this too. When you have older kids around the house to help, it is like way easier. I feel like for us to have number 5 and 6 than it was to have number like 2 or 3.
I'm gonna assume their help's a little bit better than our help.
Well, yeah.
Don't assume too much. They're additional hands, so that's
they
good.
are.
They're a little bit timid around him. He's still a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you guys get the free babysitting or not quite?
He can't be away too long right now, anyways.
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah.
We still have a timer.
Yeah.
We have grandma attached to the house too, so that's great.
Yeah.
Convenient.
I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and when my parents had my younger 2 siblings, I was like 15 years old, I think, and then 16 when the next one was born. So there's like 10 years between 2 of my sisters. And I remember my parents saying like, oh, it's so much easier. It's like they got 6 parents around the house, and they still could go in. Like my parents could leave and come back when they wanted, because it's usually someone at the house. So I was like, well, that sounds cool. Except for our oldest is now 7, so we don't kind of get the same benefit. But yeah,
7 parenting.
Yeah. So you guys got some good questions. We're gonna jump into them, but I got one more question for you guys, Jen and Shane. What advice do you have for young moms who are struggling like with their first child and 2? They're like, man, Tim and Dan, you guys got 6. Jen, you've had 4. Like, I'm struggling with just like 1 or 2 kids. So what advice do you have for that struggling young mom?
For the young mom advice, I'll probably leave that to you.
I would just say just relax. Like, give yourself a break and don't like have to be perfect super mom. Like, do the best you can.
Enjoy the baby.
And enjoy the baby, because it goes way too fast. I cannot believe he's already 6 months. Like, it's seriously just, it goes way too fast. So yeah, just hold your baby, enjoy your baby. Don't worry if your house is a wreck or,
Yeah, house, dishes, grocery shopping, diapers.
It's so much easier said than done, though. Like, it's so hard to be like, oh, okay, but in the end, like, it really is, like, giving your kids the time, like, spending the time with them is the most important thing, and that's what they're going to remember, hopefully, more than, well, my mom cleaned the house a whole lot.
Yeah, because your kids aren't going to remember, oh, the house clean all the time. Oh, were all the dishes always done? You know,
unless
they
felt like that was more important than them. But
yeah, the kid's not going to know that.
When they're in the beginning stages and little, like, just cherish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What advice do you have?
I don't know. Pray a lot. That's seriously, like, someone was asking me the other day, they're like, how do you do this? And I was just like, I've been reading scripture every morning lately, and I've been praying a whole lot more than I have been, and that's really the only way that I know that I'm making it through this. So
yeah, cool. Well, we have some good questions from you guys. Kelsey says she loves the new haircut. Thank you. Got it all chopped off first time in 9 years. So for those of you who saw that vlog, you know what that's all about.
Like a little baby face.
I know people in the chat, in the comments of that vlog were like, "You look like Toby, but just grown up." I'm like, "Oh, it's a compliment or not?" Mary asks, "How old are the twins now?"
They are 8 months old. They'll be 9 months next week.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And how old is Micah?
Hey, 5 months.
Well, he's 6. He's 6 in 2 days.
Yep.
He's not crawling it. He's doing the little, gets on the hands and knees and does this.
Oh, how fun.
And he rolls.
Yeah, he rolls, yeah. But how are yours? Are yours moving? And
Chloe's crawling. Karis is like, she'll reach for something and then be like, oh, there's something closer.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all of ours probably didn't crawl until about 9 or 10 months. So we have late movers, which is nice.
Jonah walked at like 10 months.
Oh my goodness.
And he was
I
really
couldn't imagine.
small. He was like really little. We took him to a daycare, and the lady, when we went to pick him up, she was like, "How old is he?" And I was like, he's 10 months old. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, he got up and walked away." I was months old, and this baby gets up and walks. So I'm like, oh, walks.
That's funny.
So Jenny asked a question I'm sure you guys get just as much as we do. And so you don't feel free not to answer this if you don't want to. But are we going to have more kids? Jenny asked that.
Not planning on it.
We're not planning on it.
We're doubting it. Just because this
Doubting
one
it.
killed her, so.
That is true.
I
So,
can't
like,
do it
I don't
without
know,
her,
I don't know if I'd survive another one, but you know.
Yeah.
I can have another one.
You're not
you.
always in control of that. So I mean, if it happens, then
Right.
We're not
Then
against
it'll
it,
be
but we're not
awesome.
planning for it.
Yeah. That's where we're at now. It's like,
We're planning against it.
but we're not doing anything permanent. So
Yes.
there you
It's
go.
not a permanent. Actually, we had decided a long time ago we weren't going to have any more, and then we decided recently we were. So
yeah, but we never did anything really to prevent it either. Though
No.
we just
Yeah.
didn't. It never
It just
happened.
didn't happen.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
we tried, and then it didn't happen.
yeah, we
So,
thought
like,
we were too old, but then we got this.
Then
Guys,
that's-
Yeah.
you're not too old.
Taylor asked a really good question. I like this one, Taylor. What are your favorite memories with your children, or some of your favorite memories with your kids?
Oh, this is hard.
It's fun. I remember the first time snow skiing with them was fun. Like cute little kids skiing.
Yeah.
When we're camping with them. I've got tons of them. They just all, it's endless.
Yeah.
And then if I want one, I just go back and watch a video.
Yeah,
there you
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we went, like, you'll see our video tomorrow, but, like, what we did today was so much fun. Like, it's just being together as a family and, like, going and doing something out of the house, out of, like, just doing something special. So I don't know if there's, like, a specific one that's a favorite.
I think mine is whenever I get to go do a special trip with just one of the kids. Like I took Hannah with me out to Denver for a few days. I was visiting a client out there, but then after I was done with the work stuff, we went and hiked the Rocky Mountains in the snow. And then I took Zeke to Texas with me once on another trip. So I really like having that special like one-on-one time, doing trips just alone with one of the kids. And I know that sounds really expensive, but you can go to Frontier for like $29 now. So it's not that expensive.
Wait for the cheap tickets and then
Yeah.
take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I go fishing with the boys, and it's a lot of fun. I take them by themselves.
I think Renaissance Fair is like my favorite because the
It's
kids
fun.
always like enjoyed that. And we always dressed up, and everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
we got all goofy and went all
we would,
out. It
yeah,
was
we would
great.
dress up like as a family.
That's
It was
so
amazing.
fun.
We might do that again
That was
here in a few
like
weeks.
before we could afford to go anywhere. That was like our Disneyland was going to Renaissance Festival.
There
so
you
that-
go.
It was.
Now we go to Disneyland.
Yeah. Cool.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Atara asks, how is it different in the new house with all the kids? We just moved into a new house. For those of you who are new around here, we bought our first house. So we moved in about a month ago.
Mm-hmm. A little
right?
over a month.
So this is my new office. I got my own space. I used to work out of our living room, which is really annoying for everyone involved. But now, I have my own
It really
office
was.
studio, and I have my own studio for shooting downstairs, shooting videos. So, what do you think?
I think it's so much better. I mean, there's a lot more work in it, but it's so nice to like, I can go find a quiet place in the house, which I couldn't do in the other house.
We had 9 of us, or 8 of us, and then 9 if Nicole was over.
Yeah.
And it was about 900 square feet or so.
my.
And now we have
3,500.
3,500 with an unfinished basement.
Nice.
So plenty of space to move around now. So quite an upgrade for us. So you guys moved a few years ago, right? Into a new place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a while to feel like it's yours. Does it feel like it's yours yet? Or are you still in that I can't believe we live here phase?
There's not much on the walls to say that it's ours.
The play button is only hanging there because there's already a nail in the wall. So I was like, oh, there's already a nail in the wall here. Put it there.
So randomly placed.
I watched the tour video. I love your house.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
They're
we
Thank
like
you.
it. I was actually yesterday, we had some mail show up at our old house. And so I drove over there and driving down the street again, felt. I was like, oh, like I miss
We
this
had
place.
amazing neighbors at our other house.
And that's what I did. I went and hung out. I just walked down the
because
street.
everybody's outside. Like
visit
everybody
everybody.
made a point to like be outside in the evenings and like just sat out at their front porch or whatever.
Well, as soon as I pulled into our old driveway, a couple of the neighbors came out of their houses and were like, "Hey, come on over." It was like, it was fun.
It took a little bit to get used to when we moved into that neighborhood because everyone like wants to get to know who's living there, and we were not like that was something new to be like, you're in my space.
Yeah.
But we ended up loving it, and now we've met two. I've gone out and introduced myself to people when I see them outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, someone's outside. Bring a kid. I always grab one of the kids because they make it easier.
Well, the kids go up to random people. They're like, "Hi, we're new here."
I've kind of trained them in that because it makes it easier.
and then the adults are always like, "Oh, well, what school do you go to?" "Oh, I don't go to school."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Keep going."
Yep.
My kids do the same thing.
I
I'm
don't
like,
go to
yes,
school.
you go to school. Don't even say that.
Yeah. So we've had it just makes for a kind of an awkward start to meeting new people, but
Makes us memorable.
so how long did it take you guys, or do you feel like it was your new place?
Well, it's a few months probably.
I think it was almost a year for me because we
Wow.
did so much travel that it was like, we weren't there enough. But
Yeah, that would make
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah. Emily asked, "How well is Toby talking now?"
He says Toby. That's
Yeah.
like been our biggest accomplishment is trying to get that kid to say Toby. And he finally will. He thinks it's funny now not to say it when you ask him. But it's still very difficult to understand him. He still uses sound effects to speak.
Yeah. And you see the sign language and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's not great, but he's doing better.
He's getting
Yeah.
there.
Seeking Finding Heart asks, do you think having large families teaches your kids a greater sense of responsibility than the average sized family?
Well, I was an only kid, so I had trouble sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, compromise and sharing were not my specialty. So I think that
Interesting.
a bunch of kids makes that, you learn that.
yeah.
Whether it makes you happy or not, you still learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jen, do you have siblings or no?
Yeah, I have siblings. So
Okay.
You were my first sibling.
But
when I
yeah,
married you.
and I always would say you treat me like a sister because you're mean. You're like annoying.
Well, he didn't know how to treat a sister.
Yeah.
When you don't grow up with a girl around in the house, then
It's been a long time for you.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dana?
I think it is a huge thing, especially with Hannah being 7 now and having the twins. Like her and Zeke, almost 6. Like they've learned a ton of responsibility. And a lot of it's been like they want to like go play a card game or something with mom, and I'm like, well, if I'm gonna get to play, you're gonna have to help me with the house, with cleaning up, and we got to make sure. So they've stepped up quite a bit and learned a lot of responsibility, but they've also taken a lot more pride in the house and in themselves too, with knowing that they can do a lot of the stuff that mom and dad can do. So even Toby, what was it? Toby this morning, he was like throwing a fit because he really wanted to help empty the dishwasher or something. And I was like, here, kid, like, this is how you do it. So he loved helping out.
I guess, yeah, with large families, I mean, that's kind of all relative, right? Like, so we have 6.
I
But
thought 4 was large
But
when we had 4.
I don't think our kids will grow up thinking that they're part of a large family, because most of the friends and families we hang out with from church and other groups and things.
I think they'll think they are because of the reactions that we get from people that don't.
But
have
the
that
people
many
that we
kids.
actually hang out with have 4 or
It's
5
normal.
kids.
Yeah,
So when we have friends over,
it's a lot of kids.
yeah, we have like 15 kids and 6 adults or so. Isn't that abnormal?
Yeah, we know some truly large families,
Yeah.
so we wouldn't say we don't fit the bill.
Yeah, my
We can deal with a normal vehicle.
right,
Yeah.
right.
We
We still fit in our minivan. It's just a tight squeeze.
we watched a documentary last night of
Oh, goodness.
large families, And this guy went around interviewing families and large families.
He was trying
around the
to
world.
find the largest families in the world.
One in like the Middle East has 83 children.
89 kids.
89 kids from multiple wives, but
From 17 different wives.
Yeah.
It would be difficult for one
That's still a
wife.
lot of kids.
Yeah. Well, and his goal, like, it's not a love for the wives. It's I
Nor
just
for
want to
children.
have as
It's
many
a
kids as I can.
ego thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was funny. He, when the guy that interviewed told him that he only had one wife, like the guy that had the 17, like, just busted out laughing at the interviewer. It was like...
Some ask, which older?
Kind of, technically.
They're technically...
She
7.
Months. Yeah.
6. How big of a gap is that? 13?
That's a
12?
Yeah.
It's
She
a
was
gap.
12.
Yeah. That's about me and my brother and sister, yeah. Which,
That's so fun, though. I assume the kids are all excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're asking why such a big gap.
Just we didn't plan on having
Yeah.
more, and then we decided, yeah, it's now or never.
And we honestly didn't do anything to prevent. Like, I mean, there wasn't like, I wasn't on any medication to
Medications or
prevent or
something.
anything. It
Yeah,
just,
we
we
weren't-
just didn't,
we're
we
not-
just didn't have any kids.
Not just
Yeah.
order it.
Yeah. So, then when we started trying, then
God's like, yep.
even then, and then,
Yeah, we tried for a while planning it, and it was like, it's never gonna happen.
yeah, I just
And then-
figured we just had fertility issues and we weren't going to do anything medically to fix it. And then life came along.
So did he come along like after did you stop trying? And they were just like, okay.
That happens.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
surprise.
At that point, it was, okay, do I go on like medications to like help produce more
Yeah.
eggs, whatever? And I was like, the second we do that, we're going to end up with like
12,
6,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want
Like
that.
Octomom.
Well, that's good for YouTube, I bet.
That would be miserable. I can tell you that after just having 2 at once.
Yeah, I can't
Wow.
imagine having 2. Like, I thought about you guys. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. Just 1. Like, I can't imagine having 2.
Yeah. Well, and Toby was my biggest at birth, being 8, 9, and I've had some friends that have had like 10-pound babies. So when I was getting up there, when the twins were like at 5 pounds each, I was texting them. I was like, I don't know how you've ever done this. This is miserable to carry that much baby. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a lot of baby.
We're born as big as Micah when he was still 4 months old. There were still babies born that size. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Gracie asks, do you guys have any pets? And we do not have any pets. We have children, and that's enough for us.
We have a farm.
Oh, yeah. We've got a bunny. We've got 3 cats. We've got a piranha.
a piranha?
Piranha. Is
Is that it? Something nice stuff?
that all for now?
I think so.
We had a lizard, but she is no longer.
Did the piranha eat the lizard?
No.
Leave it at that.
Yeah. For those of you who are coming in, I see your question, Teresa Cunningham 61. This is Kitty's Mama. So why don't you tell us real quick for people who are just joining us in here what your guys' channel is. I'm sorry I didn't link it. I will link it for you guys who watch the replay. I will link it for you guys in the description of the video. But for those who are coming in, what's Kitty's Mama?
Yeah, what's that?
Well, Kitty's Mama, we're a family channel. We do family vlogs every Friday. We do a challenge every Saturday, usually toy videos every Wednesday, and we'll have other videos if we feel like it. Like sometimes we'll do makeup tutorial, cosplay. We might do a DIY. If we get a wild hair, we might do a skit. It's a family channel, so it's like whatever we
What
kind of
everybody wants to do.
what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, super awesome, fun family, guys. Just type in Kitty's Mama into YouTube and you'll find it. Allison asks...
How many more are we doing?
Yeah, we'll wrap up here. So if you guys have any last minute questions, get them in now because we're going to wrap up. Allison asks, what do you like about YouTube?
Ah,
What do we like about YouTube?
that's just fun. Just do stuff you never would do otherwise.
Yeah.
That's true.
Come say hi, Noah. Just to get that in. There's Noah. Hi.
Hey, Noah.
Yeah, and it's allowed us to do so many things together as a family
Yeah.
that, before we would have been,
Yeah,
so focused on other stuff, and now it's just our focus is being with our family. It's great.
Right. Yeah, because I think without YouTube, especially with them now being older kids, we would have been off doing our own separate things, whereas YouTube, like, it basically forces us to
Yeah, it brings us together. So
be
it's
together, videos
Yeah.
together. We enjoy it, obviously, but, it's like a lot of families that have kids that are our kids' age, they're off with their friends doing their own thing, or they're in the house in their own room with the door shut, which is sometimes Noah still.
Yeah.
But, we still have a lot of family time that I don't think we would have had otherwise.
24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like the creative expression. Like I love making things, right? As a kid, you love doing crafts and you love cutting paper and tape and glue and construction paper, all that kind of stuff. And then
You don't still do those things?
no, but then it just kind of kept shifting over the years. Then it shifted to building blogs and websites, in the early 2000s. That was a fun thing. And then making blog posts and I think it's just that I like having that creative outlet for me, combined with the freedom and independence that it provides, you get to do what you love doing and spreading a message that you really impacts people and changes their lives. And I was a youth pastor for 12 years doing that, and I loved working with families and teens and students and stuff. But that was about the time I was like, I'm working with a couple hundred kids a week here through like youth group and stuff, which is awesome. But we're like seeing just as much fruit and life change come as a result of what we're doing on YouTube. And at that point, it was like 1 million some a month, and it was like this is awesome. So that principle of like wherever you see God moving, and then join Him in that. Like that was kind of that moment for me a few years ago when we just saw people's like marriages being healed and people who weren't committing suicide because of videos and stuff we were talking about, people who weren't getting divorced, stuff. I was just like, wow, there's a lot of potential here. And so I really like that aspect of it too. So and you guys got a lot more good questions. I mean, Alex, the worst part of YouTube, we could talk a lot about that too. But let's wrap it up with this. So someone was asking, I lost it, sorry, in the chat, whoever it was, but someone was asking, so do they have a daughter named Kitties? Where did the word Kitties Mama come from?
That's always the question for you.
I know, that was like the normal question. So the first video I ever uploaded was of a kitten, and he was eating a mouse, and Shane was at work, and so I wanted him to see the video, so I created a YouTube channel, and I called it KittiesMama, and so he could see the video of our kitten, and that's how the name came about.
There you go.
Good old YouTube days way back then.
Yeah. Well, we've had fun hanging out with you guys here tonight, and if this is your first time here on our channel, we'd love to have you subscribe. We live stream here every Tuesday around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and if you want a text message notification, you can see that on your screen and text that. But go check out KittiesMama, Jen and Shane, over at youtube.com/KittiesMama. I know you'll really love them. You'll learn a lot from watching their story and the stuff they do with their kids.
And if you have young kids, they're gonna love it too, because our kids love watching KittiesMama.
You guys, Jen and Shane, are some of our kids' favorite YouTubers. Whenever they want to watch something, it's typically KittiesMama or Bray Taylor, or sometimes Bounce Patrol, but not as much now. But the younger ones are kind of more into the Bounce Patrol, like Hallie and Toby. But so you guys are some of our kids' favorite YouTube creators. So thank you for doing what we're trying to do in other people. Thank you for doing that in our kids' lives and giving them those stories. So we really do appreciate that, and want to thank you guys publicly for that. So guys, go check them out, and we will be hanging out with you guys here live again next week with 8 Passengers, their channel. And if you want, there's a link in the description of this video. It's events.schmovies.tv. It'll just take you to all the events we have listed on the live streams coming up over on our Facebook page, and so you can just follow upcoming live streams there too, if you would like to. And
thank you, Heidi, so much for helping us out in the comments and getting the questions to us and everything. So you can go check out While They Were Napping as well.
Yeah, just click on her name there in the chat. I hope her kids are napping right now, because that would make her job a lot easier. But thank you guys all for hanging out. It's been fun, and we will see you guys next week. Talk to you then.